Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the the former President of the United States. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I just wanted to say that this presentation is the best presentation about ManyCam that you're ever gonna see. Out of all the presentations here at Orange County Virtual Schools, this one's the best. After this presentation, you're never gonna have to watch another presentation again because this is the best. This is as good as it gets, people. This is as good as it gets. Really, I tell you. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today, we are going to be talking about ManyCam. And honestly, I think that ManyCam is one of the best softwares that I've ever used, and without it, I don't think that I would be able to work in this digital world and teach in this digital world. So I do have a little video that I do want to play for you right now that talks about ManyCam. So let's watch.
ManyCam 7 is the webcam software that takes your live videos to the next level. Get access to tools like multiple picture-in-picture windows with images, video sources, and different camera angles. Video switcher with up to 24 different sources on your live streams and video calls. Connect to your favorite platforms simultaneously. Stream across multiple platforms and record. ManyCam 7 is better than ever. Revamped features, huge performance boost, and simplified UI. Drag and drop effects, resize them on the fly. Add animated GIFs to your video calls and streams. The chroma key feature is completely revamped to provide better results with improved smoothing. Our API can be integrated into your web conferencing tools or customized to your needs with our software development kit. Whether you are a content creator, online teacher, or business professional, ManyCam 7 is the live video broadcasting tool for you. Download ManyCam 7 today. ManyCam, live video made better.
All right, so that's what ManyCam is. ManyCam is the go-to software to enhance your live videos on any streaming platform, any video conferencing app, and it allows you to have multiple cameras, angles. You can use multiple video sources, such as your mobile phone. We'll get into that later. You can add your PowerPoint presentation. You can use virtual backgrounds. You can create layers and presets. You can screencast to your desktop, and so many more things that you can do on it that I don't even know everything. So I'm still learning myself. Okay? So you can use or create custom backgrounds by using a green screen. So I'm going to show you the one that you guys saw earlier. If you guys didn't miss it, was this one here, right? So I just found a photo online. I'm still Trump. I found the photo online and I just put it on there so it looks like I'm at the White House. But what I really love about ManyCam is that it allowed me to use a picture of the classroom. So when I'm working with my students, maybe in a one-on-one session, I took this picture of my classroom from Bridgewater Middle School. So this is my actual classroom that I had last year. And I just kind of feel like it creates an atmosphere with your students. So when they see you on the camera, they see that you're in a classroom, they know that you mean business, right? It's time to learn. We're in the classroom. I'm not sitting in my living room where you can see this or with that behind me and things moving, but you can actually see my classroom. So even if you have maybe something else, you're doing like maybe a conference with another teacher or something, you can just add, a nice fancy office space like this. I love this too. And of course, I teach American Sign Language, so sometimes I just need a regular background, a solid color. You can add basically virtually anything that you want to your virtual background if you're using a green screen. Okay? Next, overlays. You can use timers. You can use a countdown. You can use a clock. I love this feature. If you're like me, I try to make my presentations to be a certain time. right? I try not to go over 45 minutes because if you go over 45 minutes, you probably have lost a lot of students' interest. So I really love that they have, it's on the side, I really love the fact that they have that clock I can put on there so it can help remind students of the time, okay? This is the current time right now. You can also add a stopwatch, if you are going to, record how long something takes, maybe you're doing some type of experiment. And the other one that I really like is that you can add the timer. So, if the students have 5 minutes to answer a question, you can put the timer right over there and they know that that's how much time they have. All right? I'm going to leave that. I love that so much. It's such a great feature here. All right? And of course, there are other overlays that you can do too. If you go to the effects, say that I wanted to do this one, right? Wear your mask, wash your hands. It's important. Then I really like this one too. So you could do a whole bunch of different overlays and you can just add pictures and stuff like that. So it's really cool. I love it. All right. Next, special effects. Like I just showed you, you guys can have your mask. You can actually make, this is the Trump one. I like this one the best. But you can actually, make a face of anybody. If you know how to use Adobe Photoshop and stuff like that, you can actually put any mask on yourself that you want. You can do all of that inside of ManyCam. I don't know how to do it, but I know that there are some instructional videos on YouTube that you can watch. Will show you how to overlay anything over your face. And there's a lot of things that you can do. So, if you want to have your little top hat or whatever, I think of like elementary teachers who maybe are teaching elementary kids, and maybe you want to read a story and have different characters of the story to really keep them engaged inside of your lesson. I definitely think that that's something that you can use. It's very engaging for young kids. Okay, backup recorder for your live lessons. So I actually just hit the record button that's right here on the bottom. So the first 7 minutes of my presentation I kind of missed, but it came right in on the ManyCam little video that I had. But you can use this as a backup. I know that when you're using Microsoft Teams, it's going to record the students too. So I always tell my students, you don't have to worry, I'm not going to record you because I do all my recording on ManyCam. So it's inside of my computer, and then I can move it over to Canvas and upload that video, or upload it to YouTube, unlisted or something like that, and I can use that video. So I can actually go into my recordings, and you guys can kind of see that you have snapshots, and then you have recordings, and it lists all your recordings all right there. So these are all the recordings I've done since the beginning of the year, and so I mean it's very, very useful. Okay, let's see. Let's keep going. All right, so that just gives you a little picture of what it looks like. I've already showed it to you. Okay, you can add YouTube videos. So if you're going to go to YouTube and you find something that's really interesting, I love Bill Nye the Science Guy. I used to love it when my teacher would play something like that. So you can go on there, find Bill Nye the Science Guy. You can, get the URL and you can share it. So for my class, for Black History Month, I wanted the students to see Martin Luther King. And he, it's not him, of course, but it's like a reenactment of him. So this is a little video that I found online, and I can just play it right there. So the students actually can watch the video. I can be on the side. I can kind of move myself around. But, you can definitely use this and put videos inside very, very quickly so your students, it just adds to your presentation, I think. Right? Okay. Let's keep going. You can use your phone as a camera. You can use your phone as like a document camera. So I'm going to show you how to do that really quickly. So if I go here to this one here, I'm going to take that off. I'm going to say mobile device. So on my mobile device, I have another app that's called ManyCam. Right? And so it's there. So I say use my mobile device. And I say connect to my phone. It's going to connect. All right, I have to allow it on my phone. And there you go. I'm going to turn off. There we go. Can you guys still hear me? Maybe a thumbs up or something like that. Hands up. Yes?
We can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so this is, you can use your camera as a document cam. So if I put it like on, I don't know, like a cup or something like that, right? Then, you can set it up on something like this, and there you go. So now, if you're going to be working out math problems with your students or something like that, this is my remarkable tablet. So I can write on this, and you're able to kind of use your cell phone as like a document camera. Okay. I also wanted to show you my setup. I have a Apple laptop, and I went out and I bought these 2 monitors that you guys are seeing right here. Right, so it helps me kind of control ManyCam in the background. I can see the students here, and then there's my presentation. I do have some studio lighting, and I definitely want you guys to kind of see what my office looks like, right? So there's my green screen. It's actually a chroma key color, and I had to make sure, before I was using something that was like a pop-up one, but it was kind of dark, and so I always had to adjust it. But if you use just a regular chroma key sheet, then it actually works really, really well, and that's what you guys are seeing here now. So that's if you're using the camera on your phone, okay? All right, let's keep going. So what's the pricing? So it is, nothing can be free, unfortunately. So if you just want to be able to have one device, 4 video sources, it's $29 a year. So it's really not that bad. And then it goes up if you want to be able to use more devices and more sources and stuff like that. Okay? It's really not all that bad. I think, I do the more expensive. I think I paid $80 or $60 something for it. So I can have multiple cameras and multiple sources as I'm doing my presentations or live lessons. All right, so we've reached that time in the presentation where I wonder what kind of questions you guys have. Can you stream this through Teams? Yes, you can stream this through Teams. I had to download Teams. I had to open up 2 different windows on another, like, on Mac you can have multiple windows. So I had to open up another window and then share that application window in order for it to be able to stream it through Teams. If I use the browser, then I can just use my camera. But if you're going to use Teams, like the desktop version of it, for some reason, it doesn't pick up the virtual camera, and this is called a virtual camera. So for some reason, it doesn't pick it up that way, but I can definitely use it through the browser. But then, like I said, okay, is the chat available on Teams right now? Yes, the chat is available on Teams right now. Are you guys putting things in there? What does it say? Oh, the chat's not available. It says on the top, your status is set to do not disturb. You'll get the notifications for urgent messages and from your priority contacts. Change the settings. I clicked on that. I tried to change the settings and I couldn't do it. So I just don't understand why that's like that now. But if I went to my desktop for Microsoft Teams, the chat would probably be working, because usually I use my desktop app when I'm doing a presentation, but because I wasn't going to use any breakout rooms, I decided to use the browser because you guys can see all of this. Does anybody have any other questions? I went through my presentation really quick. Thank you. You're absolutely welcome. I hope you learned something that you can use in your live lessons. How do you introduce this platform to your students for the first time? Oh, well, I guess I really didn't introduce ManyCam to my students. It's just kind of something that I was like, oh, I'm going to use this. And then I just, from the very first lesson that I taught, it's nothing really for them to do on their side. It's more or less for like behind the scenes use. Like if you want to be able to switch from here to there really quickly, then I think it's really good. Because I'm a sign language teacher and I try sometimes to turn off my voice, I use that because I can move myself around the screen and put myself really close, and I can point to something and I can sign and I can explain it for them to be able to understand. So that's why that's how I use ManyCam most of the time, because I'm able to like move myself around and be inside of my presentation. Right. This is pretty awesome. Thank you. Awesome. No questions, but thanks. Great presentation. Yay. This is great. Thank you. Thank you. Love this for themed lessons and changing things up. Yes, so it's not so boring. Absolutely. I love the Slido app. I use polling on BBB all the time. Oh, for some reason, I can't get into polling on BBB. I never really got into it. I used it once or twice. And I don't use polling on Microsoft Teams either. But Slido, to me, all the students have their phone. So it's a good way to clog up their other devices so that it's all on you and they're not texting their friends. Then you can share YouTube videos, yes, and still be present, visible on the screen. Yeah, I like that too, the overlays. You may have answered this already, but will it work without a green screen if the wall is blank? Yeah, it'll work. I mean, I can actually turn off my green screen here. Like that, you guys can see what's behind me. So, you know, if you don't have that sheet, you don't want to do all that, yeah, you can just use it normally like this and be able to put yourself on the screen still, but this is the background that they're going to see. Sharing is great too. We'll definitely check this out. Cool. It's great to know about this. Thank you. This is great. Thanks. Is it better than green or white? Have you done an experiment with this? I really haven't done too much. I kind of felt like green was the best. I did have a blue screen, but a lot of things are blue. And like the color, you really had to make sure that you had the color right, because this book was green. And if I wanted to tell my students about the American Sign Language Handshake Dictionary and how much I love this book, I couldn't show it. The book wouldn't show up because it was the same color as the background. So I think this chroma key color, like nothing else really is that color. So everything kind of pops and it looks really good for, your presentations for your students and everything. Thank you so much. You're the best. I miss you. Thanks for sharing. Awesome. The best. Thanks for that. Cool. Yeah. Anybody else have any questions? Definitely wish I would have caught the very beginning of it, because I had my little reminder to record and I just completely forgot about it. You're welcome, guys. If you guys have any questions about anything, about Slido, about ManyCam, go ahead, feel free to email me, derek.smith@ocps.net. You're absolutely welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I love the fact that you came. Thank you for coming. And I'll stick around if anybody has any more questions, but that's pretty much it. You're absolutely welcome. Absolutely. You're welcome. That's all, folks. That's all I have for you. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed the other presentations. I'm sure you guys are learning a lot today. So if you want to stick around, you have more questions, I am going to be here. I'll answer more of your questions. But that's all, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great day.